Our story started about 13 years ago when Skylar was born. He was born perfectly healthy. He was huge, chubby, 9.5 pounds 2 weeks early. And he was doing everything right. And he was hitting all his milestones. But suddenly at 6 months old, he stopped sitting up. And he stopped being able to lift his head during tummy time. So I took him down to the pediatrician. And the pediatrician said, you know, he's fine, Liz. He's just a big baby. Look at him. He's babbling away. He's smiling at me. He's grabbing my stethoscope. So don't worry about it. So we headed home, and 2 more months, Jim and I worked really hard with him. You know, we can get him to sit up. We can get this equipment. We can get him to stand. We can do all these things. But nothing was happening. And unfortunately, as a mom, and I know there are a lot of moms out there, that niggle starts to set in. There's something going on here. And you know, I went back to the pediatrician and I said, you know what, I'm really concerned. And you know, we were fortunate. We had a pediatrician who listened to us, and he said, you know, Liz, I think let's make an appointment at the neurologist. I said, neurologist? Well, why not an orthopedist? My kid is not sitting up. He doesn't have anything wrong with his brain. If anything, his brain's working really well. My kid's already doing 2-syllable words and short sentences, and he's only 9 months old. But the doctor said, no, I think this is where we need to go. So we headed to the neurologist, and seriously, it was a very quick assessment. He took a look at Skylar, and then he said, you know what, I wish I could tell you that you have just a big baby, but there's a blood test I want to do. So seriously, a quick blood test and an assessment, and a week later, Jim and I, my husband over here, were handed a terminal diagnosis. We're sitting here, we had a 2-year-old who was perfectly healthy, and we had this baby, and we were being told, what? Your son is textbooked for spinal muscular atrophy. We're like, spinal muscular atrophy? What the heck is spinal muscular atrophy? He said, you know what, it's the #1 genetic killer of kids under 2. And we had never heard of it.